Shakespeare, who wrote, "If music be the food of love, then play on," from Twelfth Night. Music has always been an important part of my life, and particularly over the last 12 years or so, worship music. And good worship music should be a love song to God, as well as teaching and reinforcing good doctrine. And one of my favourite songs is The Covenant of Grace. It serves to remind me of God's outrageous grace. Why did you save a sinner like me? Or you, for that matter. Because there's nothing I can do to deserve great grace. And as we're reminded in Paul's letters to the Ephesians, you are dead through the trespasses and sins in which you once lived, following the course of this world, following the rule of the power of the air, the spirit that is now at work among those who are disobedient. All of us once lived among them in the passions of our flesh, following desires of flesh and senses. We were by nature children of wrath like everyone else. But God, who is rich in mercy, out of the great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead through our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved. So there's nothing we can do to deserve grace. And the opening words of that song are really beautiful, which is, "The wonder of your mercy, Lord, the beauty of your grace, that you would even pardon me and bring me to this place." There's also, of course, the other side of grace as well, which is showing grace to others, as Paul demonstrates throughout his letters, and being like Christ. We are also called to be Christ-like and demonstrate and show grace. In Peter, it says, so that's 1 Peter 4, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful servants of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ." But it also brings me on really to the next part, which is one of my favourite books of the Bible, which is Philemon. It's a very short book, and in many ways it encapsulates the whole gospel, and is a very powerful demonstration on many levels of grace. You may remember that Philemon had a servant called Onesimus, who ran away and actually went to Paul. And the first demonstration of grace, of course, is actually Paul welcoming him and introducing him to what was his fellowship. Although I think Paul was in prison at the time, there were many people there helping and serving Paul. And obviously Onesimus grows, I think, in Christ, and Paul says he's a blessing to me. But he knows he can't keep him because he is Philemon's servant. So he writes to Philemon. He intercedes on his behalf and says, "No, you need to take Onesimus back. He's been a blessing to me. I think he's changed his ways in effect, and no, he's a good lad. But I want you to take him back, not as a servant, a bondsman, but as a brother." He actually says, "I could command you to do this, but I don't want to command you. I want you to just take him back in fellowship as a brother." And therefore, this intercession by Paul on behalf of Onesimus is very much an image of Christ interceding on our behalf before the Father. Because we also believe that Onesimus may have stolen from Philemon. Because Paul also says, whatever he's taken, put it to my account. Just as Jesus said, whatever sins they've committed, put it to my account. He took on the sins of the world that we may be saved. And of course there's the other side of grace, which is really, I suppose, in many ways is a demonstration of God's grace. Philemon takes him back. And so that whole story just to me just encapsulates just the wonder of God's outrageous grace, demonstrated through human beings who are in Christ and in fellowship. So I hope you reflect on that book, and if you ever feel you've got 5 minutes to spare, it's a lovely book just to read. It's quick and it's great to meditate on, just to realise what wonderful gift you have and that you are saved by outrageous grace. Now I'm going to play now my rendition of that lovely song, The Covenant of Grace. It's been around a long time, but some of those songs are steeped in good theology, good melody, and a joy to sing. Now we're in difficult times at the moment with lockdown. We don't know what the new normal is even going to look like, and I do miss you all, miss the fellowship. But we can look forward to the time when we can all worship together in church. But in the meantime, we can stay connected through technology, phone calls and everything else. And so blessings to all of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the near future.
The wonder of your mercy, Lord, the beauty of your grace, that you would even pardon me and bring me to this place. I'll stand before your holy name. I can only stand amazed. The Savior died to make the covenant of grace. Only want to say, bring honor to your name. And though I've often failed you, your faithfulness remains. I'll glory in my weakness, that I might know your strength. And I will live my life at the cross of Christ, and raise a banner to proclaim the wonder of your mercy, Lord, the beauty of your grace. To this place, I stand before your holiness. I can only stand amazed. The sinless Savior died to make the covenant of grace. Work must be full into this holy place. The brilliance of your glory demands our endless praise. The one and only Savior has opened heaven's doors. We can enter in, free from all our sins, by your cleansing sacrifice. The wonder of your